different time zones, different languages, and an exposure to different cultures make it a seemingly exciting trip to any Western country. And let's hear it straight from those who have been there. It's not a surprise that Divine Lee has probably visited every country in the entire world.
Oh no, that's not
No, but how do you squeeze it into your schedule?
For Europe and like the US area, I work there. So I have to visit all our offices. So it's kind of like mixing business with pleasure. But for my last trip outside, which is Africa, that was just really for my birthday.
So how do you decide on which country to go to?
It's something that excites me. Like, you know, I want to learn more about the animals and nature, and it's outside my comfort zone. Being I'm usually in a city.
Yeah.
So I want to try something different.
So what have been the experiences and things that you couldn't forget while you were in Africa?
The only part that I didn't like was I was worried about work back home because I didn't know that there like no internet. I was always telling them, you can just BB me, you know, BlackBerry, I can get your email anytime. Then I got to the camp, there's no signal. So I was panicking. But after like a few hours, you realize that you really don't need a lot of those things that you're used to. You start to appreciate nature and the animals and how pure everything is.
So let's talk about your travels in general. You say that you go to Europe for work, but if you didn't have to go to Europe for work, would that still be a place that you would like to go very often to?
Yeah, I guess I'm a hopeless romantic. That's why I love walking cities. You know, I like Paris, where after work I don't even have to ride the subway. I can walk to wherever I want or get lost. Check out the small cafes. I like the whole idea that it's a developed country, and yet they were able to preserve the culture there.
Are you a more relaxed dresser when you're out of the country, or you like dressing up?
I like dressing up.
Of course.
Especially like, you know, you're thinking, I'm going to the Notre Dame today. Okay, this is bagay. You know? So I pack like way in advance. Like I think of the places I go to. Then I match my clothes.
Thank you very much, Divine.
Thank you.
Meet Philip Warren Jertson. Philip is a Filipino-Norwegian currently based in Sweden. This football freestyler is game to impress us not just by his moves, but a whole lot more. Hi, Philip. Okay, before we talk about your amazing freestyling skills, let's talk about your life in Sweden.
It's quite different to life in Manila or the Philippines, actually. It's quite cold, as you may notice, that the weather is quite different and the people are very, very different.
If I were to go in Sweden, what place would you recommend me to go?
Since you're from the Philippines, I would probably recommend you to go to the far north to check out the high mountains, the culture, the Sami culture, and the reindeers and how they live up there.
Okay, amongst all of the countries that you've been to, which would have to be your most memorable and favorite?
Actually has to be Poland.
Why?
It's not actually because of the country, it's become more because of the people I met there and the memories I got from the people I met there.
Let's talk about your trip in South Africa and how that was.
Yet, it's the best experience of my life.
Really?
No doubt. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. I was only there for 4 or 5 days, and one way the trip was like 24, 26 hours.
Really?
But it was worth it.
What are football freestylers and how different is football freestylers from the football that we see?
Freestyling is actually about more of an art. It's the art of controlling a football with any parts of your body except your hands.
All right, so thank you very much, Philip.
Thank you.
It was really nice meeting you, and I hope all of our other girlfriends and guy friends out there got encouraged to check out football freestyle.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Unforgettable memories siguro when we all met up, tas tinitignan namin lahat ng mga places na in Rome, lahat ng mga historical places, tapos hinahawakan ko talaga yung Colosseum, yung mga walls, kasi that's a lot of history eh. Ilang years yun nandun nakatayo, kasi hindi ko pa siya naiikot. So, isa yan na sa bucket list ko yun. So, ginawa ko while I'm young and single, go na, diba? So, it was fun kasi halos lahat kami ng time na yun single.
My most recent travel was last month when I went to the States with the Heartthrobs. We did 7 cities in 10 days and it was tiring. It's really exhausting when you travel for 10 days. I think I had 1-2 days of rest with my family. Got to play paintball with my son and my friends in LA. Yun, ganun lang. And the rest of the time, flight and show. So wala talagang nothing else. I was in New York for less than 4 hours. Every time I go to the States, that's where I shop. Usually sa Beverly Center. They have different shops. And usually you'd go to places na syempre hindi masyadong pinupuntahan para hindi ganun karami yung kapareho mong damit.
And Philip, Divine, and Piolo just gave us the ultimate motivation to fly out and see the Western world. Still to come, oras na para mag-travel via cruise. At sasamahan pa tayo ni Casey Concepcion. And Andy Eigenman shares some of her cool summer travel tips. That's next.